Welcome back to another day of free picks. Today we have an NFL and NBA picks for today, Thursday. NFL football as well as NBA. We have 3 games. If you haven't already, go ahead and sign up to Chalkboard with code MAGICCITY. You'll get a free $20. No deposit is necessary, and also they'll match you your first deposit. So let's go ahead and recap yesterday's picks. We went almost perfect. We went 3 for 4. We actually only lost one out of all the bets that we gave out yesterday for absolutely free, and that was the Heat. The Heat were up 14 going into the fourth quarter, and they absolutely collapsed in the fourth quarter, scoring almost only 11 points until the end, where they got a couple 3-ins. But really, absolutely the worst fourth quarter for the Heat. Like I mentioned, I'm an avid Heat fan. I've been watching them since 2004. So I've been watching them for over 21 years. And we just had our worst quarter of the season. We had no offense going. We lost against 10-day contracts with 5 of the best players out for the Cavaliers. So, Simone Fontecchio did finish the game with 13 points. Like I mentioned, he's been averaging around 10 points per game. Grayson Allen finished with 23. With Jalen Green out, we expected that. But let's move on to the winning tickets. So, the next ticket we had the Celtics, Trailblazers, and Thunder money line. The Celtics absolutely took care of business. They blew the doors off the Memphis Grizzlies. They're having issues. It's looking like Ja Morant is going to be out of there sooner or later this season. Then we had the Trailblazers taking care of business versus the New Orleans Pelicans. It makes me wonder if Zion Williamson is going to be there much longer. It's an absolute tragedy what's happened with both of those top picks in the 2019 draft. But it is what it is. Then we had the Thunder, absolutely the best team in the NBA. They're set up for probably the next decade or so to have a dynasty with all the picks that they have. It's absolutely crazy, what they've been able to do. And they blew the doors off of the Los Angeles Lakers. By the end of the first and second quarter, it was evident that that's how the game was going to play out. So that easily cashed. Next, we had Northern Illinois playing UMass. They again blew the doors off of them. They won 45-3. It was actually funny. UMass, um, when they scored their field goal, they launched fireworks. I thought that was pretty funny. Then we had Simon Fontecchio with at least one 3-pointer. He finished the game with 3. We had Stephen Castle. He had a great game. He had 23 points. Then we had the Rockets, which also took care of business against the Washington Wizards, one of the worst teams in the league. And Jonas Valanciunas ended up with 3 rebounds. That's exactly what we needed. That's what he's cleared every game this year. So we thought that was also going to easily clear. So that cashed. And last but not least, we started another underdog streak. We're going for $20,000. We started with our first 2 picks, and then we have 9 in a row that we have to hit after this. So we're going to continue that today. We're going to give you the best bet for the underdog streak as well at the end of the video. But let's dive right into the picks for today for our 100 to 100K challenge. Like I mentioned, we split these bets yesterday to better manage our bankroll, and because of that, we didn't lose any money at all. We bet $800, and we finished with close to $900 in the account due to these bets. So as long as you manage your bankroll correctly, you split your bets, and you don't put all your money onto one bet, you should be doing fine. So let's dive right into the picks for today. So for today, we have the Patriots money line versus the New York Jets. The New York Jets beat the Browns last week. Although the Browns are also one of the worst teams, they don't have a quarterback established yet, and hopefully we see Sanders get an opportunity. But for this game, the Patriots have an MVP candidate in Drake May. They were able to rebuild faster than the Dolphins, and they're actually doing better than the Bills as well this year. It's a really potent team, and Drake May has cleared this line of 200 plus passing yards in all 10 games this season. Then we have Old Dominion for college football. They're playing Troy. They're heavily favored by 12 points, and we think that they should easily cash this. And last but not least, we have an NHL pick for the Colorado Avalanche, which have been absolutely crushing it this year. They're 11-1 for the season and one of the best teams in hockey right now. And we're going to bet $400 for $844. Then we have Grayson Allen again for 10 points. The last 2 games, he's had 42 and 23 points, so this line should easily clear. And we have Jarvis Walker with 5 points. He's also cleared this line in every game this season. Again, we have Drake May with 200 yards. Like mentioned before, he's cleared this in every game this season, so we don't think that it should be hard. We actually think he'll probably clear the line that's set by most books, which I believe is around 240. And last but not least, we have the Avalanche again. Again, one of the best teams in hockey right now. They're playing the Sabres, and we think they should easily cash this. And last but not least, we have a $200 to $400 bet. We have Evan Mobley with 3 assists. He's cleared this line in every game this season. And then we have the Suns beating the Pacers. You know, the Pacers aren't the same team they were last year. They're actually one of the worst teams in the league right now. They have one lone win, and Phoenix has won their last 12 games that they've been favored in. So we don't expect that to change tonight. Last but not least, we're going to continue our underdog streak. This is the best bet that we have for today. We have Brandon Ingram at over 20 points. He's been averaging around 21, 22 points. He's cleared this line in 8 out of the 11 games this season, and he's cleared it in back to back games versus the Cavaliers. So this is going to be our third pick out of the 11 that we're going for the 20,000. That's all we have for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite pick of today. Also, make sure you subscribe to Winnable under the free program. That way, you get these plays texted and emailed to you as soon as they drop. And don't forget to sign up to Chalkboard if you haven't yet. Let's cash today, family. Let's go for a sweep. We've been doing great. Magic City out.